this brand new section, we're going to be looking at what it takes to design a great website that works. So we're stepping back from the nitty-gritty of WordPress and plugins and the behind the scenes of building a website into understanding how a website works. And no matter what your purpose is, whether it's for a business of yours, it's a personal website for fun, or just any other kind of random website you're building for a cause, we want to make sure that it works for you. So in this lesson, I just want to go over the main types of pages that I feel are necessary to have for a great website. And one of the ways that I do this myself is by getting inspiration from other people's websites that are working. Why not look at other websites that are successful and try to use that as inspiration for our own websites? So first, I'm going to go over videoschoolonline.com, my own website, which has been quite successful. So I will say that it's taken a while to get to this point, but at this point, it's doing its job. It's getting people to the website and ultimately building an email list and selling my products and services. So for me, I have a home page, and we're going to be going into each of these different pages individually in the following lessons to break down how to make, for example, a home page that works. I then have a start here page, which is basically my about page. This is where I want people to go when they join my website. And then I have a few pages with specific types of content. So one is my courses page, which is a big part of my business. I create online courses. And so I have a page dedicated to the online courses, and I have them listed out with more information on this page. I have a podcast page, which is a new addition to my website, which actually replaced another page that I had before, which was a freebie page. But I wanted to create a separate podcast page from my blog page because for people who are interested just in the online course master show, this page includes all of the information about the podcast and a list of all of the podcast articles. This is an example of how I excluded a category of blog articles from this page, so it only shows the podcast category posts. On the blog, on the other hand, I excluded the podcast from the post because I didn't want to duplicate those posts on both pages. I didn't want to have all the podcast episodes show up here and on the podcast page. So these are just my written articles on the blog page. And then lastly, I have my resources and my contact page. The resources page includes all of the resources I use to build my business. And this could be related to anything. So for me, it's about building my website. It's about the film equipment that I use, the things I use to make my videos, cameras, lenses, tripods. It also includes the books that I've written for people to find easily. And then lastly, we saw earlier, I have my contact page. I also have a link in my top menu to log on, and this is for people to log on to their courses if they have enrolled in a course on my own platform. So I wanted to keep that login button up there to make it easy for people who want to go to those courses from Video School Online. So the main types of pages I have on Video School Online are the home page, the start here page. I'm going to categorize the podcast and blog page together as just content pages. And then I have my product page, which is my courses page, my resources page, which is a very popular page for people who want to kind of replicate what I'm doing with my own online business, and then a contact page. Now let's look at 3 other websites that I really enjoy to see what they're doing. One is Smart Passive Income. This is how I got into creating online courses and building my own websites. And while Pat Flynn's website is very flashy, he's got all kinds of graphics and it's very cohesive, the basic page structure is similar to what I'm going for. He has a home page, a start here page, a products page, a blog page. He's also separated it into his podcast page, his resources page, and a work with me page, which also has a contact page. If you click on any of these links, what's different about his site versus my site is that when you click on one of these top links, he breaks it down further into a sub-menu of different pages. And this is really good to do, and he's done a lot of research to find that it was a little hard from his old homepage for new visitors to find what they want because he has so much content and so many different projects he's working on. So instead of having a start here page that people have to go to and then find out more information about one of these things, Passive Income 101, the very best articles, more about him, he's broken it down to separate pages and they link straight from the home page, or really the top menu on any page. Same with products. He has all kinds of products, from ebooks to courses to t-shirts. And instead of having one products page, he has a list of the links from the top menu. So no matter where you are on any page, you can get straight to where you want to go. With the blog, he breaks down his blog categories. With his podcasts, he also has multiple podcasts or different podcast series that he breaks down here. And then he has his resources page, which is one page, and a work with me page, which has his contact page and the other things he's doing that you can get involved with. Next, let's look at Simple Green Smoothies. This is a company that has sold literally over $1 million in PDFs. And it's the name Simple Green Smoothies also goes along with the simplicity of how they run their business. If you go to their website, you go to their homepage, nice, clean design. Again, we're going to get into the design of a homepage and how to make it work in the next lessons, but I just want to talk about the pages now. They have the new here page. They have some blenders, which is something that their audience is really interested in, recipes, nutrition plans, their book. So what they do is basically they break down all of their products into these top menus. So all of these are different types of products and they break it down onto the top. And then they have a free experience link. So this is something that has worked for me, including a link to a freebie, or you can click this visit the blog site page, which has all of their blog articles on one page. Whereas here, it's broken down into a different format of seeing just the recipes versus all of the blog articles. You can see that similar to Pat Flynn, they have this sub menu, which is something that I'm going to have to take a look at on my own website to make it easier for people to find the content they're looking for. The next website is an interesting one. This is Thomas Frank. He is the founder of College Info Geek, a very popular and successful website and YouTube channel. This is a one-page website, and if you were looking at WordPress themes yourself, you probably saw some of these one-page themes. It's a website that is all on one site page. But at the same time, these links at the top, they take you to the different sections of the page. So it's basically the same idea, but this is a personal website. So this is something that you might be creating for yourself if you want to create a portfolio or basically a web-based resume for yourself. And he just has these sections as pages. An About Me section, which is really why someone would come to this website to find out more about him. So that's why this is the top section. And then all of the things that he's working on. His videos, his book, the podcast that he does, his speaking information, and then a contact information page and a contact section of this page. He also has links to his social media profiles, which is something that a lot of these websites have either at the top or at the bottom of the site. I've also included them at the bottom of my site in the footer. Smart Passive Income, same thing in the bottom right. As you can see, there are different options for different websites, but really what you want is a homepage, an about page, pages for your products or services that you're trying to sell, a content page, whether this is your podcast, videos, recipes, or just blog articles, whatever content you're creating. And then a lot of them also have a contact page as well. In the next lessons, we're going to be breaking down how to make a great page for each one of these, including a great homepage that works, a great blog that works, etc. We'll see you then.